and blue lights have covered the field and the stadium as these fans on the Plains are ready for a big-time matchup. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Ducks will kick it away first. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the Tigers in the hurry-up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
Turning it on! Oh, it's a fumble! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, and it was just the impact of the hit that dislodged the football from the ball carrier. There was a heat-seeking missile coming in there, and he knocked that thing loose.
Looking for a physical attack from the guy. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
He really shows you his skills on that last run, and I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running...
Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw. Why not trying to get it in? That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the red zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
So here comes the Auburn offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Floyd. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're going to ride this running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Motion from the back. Caught in the backfield, it's Floyd. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, he drops to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They've got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
Rolling right and going deep. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. You can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Hunts it out of the air. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Trying to find his man in the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Sends it back in motion. Smith takes the handoff. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint.
Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open receiver unless he has time. So give this offensive line tons of credit up front for communicating and not giving up any ground. They are being so physical.
Trying the left side. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Hey, when everything else is covered, sometimes you just got to look to the big fella. I mean, it might not be the right matchup, but I got the size, I can throw it to him, and he rewards you with the score.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. Turns it on in midfield. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Wants to go up top. Looking for a deep man. Underneath Tulsa coverage, got it deep downfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Man, on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. The sweet feet buy a little time. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. grabbed behind the line. It's Floyd. Touchdown, Tiger! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the time with the extra point.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? They've been aggressive? Okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I'm going to sneak a draw.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. He'll pull it down. Still on his feet at the 35. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the first down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Riggs. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down. They can still stop the clock.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Got a man. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Making side adjustments here. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. He's got it along the sideline. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking to scramble. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Looking to throw on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football to try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Throws to the tight end. Hauls it in. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
the run. It's Riggs. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the run. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Ducks! Fit it in the window for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And how about this play by the offense? First and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Running through contact. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Lets it fly. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw it. Buys a little extra time. Going to try to get it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on fourth down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
And they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Touchdown, Oregon! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Auburn lines up quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Auburn going to work with another 1st down. We'll send the tight end in motion. Keeps looking downfield. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll pull it down and run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Offense, quick tempo. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ducks! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
21.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab on the shot. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Catch in the middle. It's Barber. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you can tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Here comes Auburn to the line on first and 10. The offense changing the play. Now improvising. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Just keeps slinging it. Took a shot as he threw. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here's the third interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Oregon. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big CUSA matchup for you.
21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wants to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab for a big The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Grab near the marker, it's Davidson. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
You got to give this defensive staff a ton of credit. They had a plan for this guy, right? They've watched him on film. He's been eating defenses alive. They've limited him. That was only his first catch. They've changed up their coverages. They've gotten after the quarterback. Great defensive game plan coming in this one.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On target to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's got it. Touchdown, Tiger. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throat.
And oh, what a grab on the layout on the right side.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Murphy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for loss of yards.
Makes his man miss. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Going to swing it on second down. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Auburn.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the owner?
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Now on second down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Bowman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents.